Hello guys, welcome to Asset Learner. Uh, Today we are going to learn about the journey of your mobile application. So this is a phase 0, and in this video we are learning the basic concept. Before learning actual programming, we have to clear some of the terms and terms which are used in mobile applications. So it's a very scratch uh, and very basic tutorial where you will learn about what is front end, back end, what is programming, what is app, and you also know about the client server architecture, REST API, JSON structure, tool setup, and some installation steps of Flutter SDK and Android Studio VS Code, Emulator, or how to connect real devices, Flutter Doctor, and and many more. We are doing it. So first thing first, let's start with what is programming language. So before that, we this is I want to tell that you will get the complete video from phase 0 to phase 0, which is a basic, very basic to advanced level. This tutorial is for those who have no idea about the programming language and don't have any IT background. Then this is perfect for this type of student who learn Flutter from scratch, Ab- very scratch, from absolute zero. Okay, this guide will explain everything. Now let's begin. So here is our roadmap, where we have understand first. First week we have understand the uh, core concept, how app works, what are the concept of applications, and another we learn in this video is that um, installation and configurations of essential development tools like Flutter SDK, VS Code, Android Studio, and many more. Now, third step we are gonna learn is that create and run very fast Hello application. Uh, if it's possible in this video, then we have covered this also, and if not, then we will cover it in our next video. Now, uh, what is programming? First thing first, what is programming? Okay, in a simple word, programming is a teaching your computer how to do tasks by giving it step-by-step instructions, like giving a very detailed uh, recipe to a robot chef. It's like that. For real life example, we can say that uh, you can think the language is programming is like a GPS direction. Okay, so you, which is a programmer, said that go for first, go straight for 2 kilometers, then turn left at McDonald's. If there is traffic, then take next right, like that. And computer is like a car, follow exactly what you said. Okay, so you, programmer, who drive a car, it's like that, the programming. So you give instruction and then computer follow that and give you a result. It's like that. It's an example. And the concept, what are the main concept are that The code is your instruction written in a special language, where computer will understand. Okay, the code is a language that you use to communicate with your computer or devices. And programming language have a different way to write instruction, like um, different programming language are used to communicate with the devices. For Flutter we are using um, Dart programming language. We will discuss it in more detail in a further video. So in human, people are using different language, like speaking English, Spanish, French, Hindi, Nepali. Similarly, computer can also communicate in different language, like we use some of its Python, Dart, Java, C sharp, etc. So these are the programming language that are used to communicate with the computer, and each programming language has their own specific specifications and their own purpose to uh, communicate with the computer. And what are the program or app? They are the complete set of instruction that does something useful. These are the output or the final product of programming, so which is used to solve your uh, problems or make you easy to do some tasks. These are the program or app. So while on programming, you can create everything you imagine. For example, game, website, app that solve your problems. For example, if you have a trouble to attend to record your information in paper, then you will make a website or mobile applications which will record all your informations by typing or just writing in a phone, so that it can make you easy to take attendance and save records, which which solve your problem and make your tasks easy. So this is an example of why how program or why learning programming is important. It makes your tasks easy and secure also, and helps to solve the problems and make your tasks easy. Okay, now moving on to the next. What is an app? Okay, app, which is also called as application, is like applying a tool to solve problem. It is a tool to solve the problem. As I told already, uh, it helps to solve our problem. For example, Facebook is an application which, by the help of uh, it, we can share our thoughts and images, photos, ideas, marketing our products, etc., which solve your uh, which helps you to communicate with your friends and stay connected with your friends and family. So types of app, there are basically three types of app. One is mobile app, and there is web apps, and there is desktop apps. The all the apps that you find in your mobile applications, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, social media, and other YouTube, and contact, your WhatsApp, all the games. These are the um, mobile app. And web app are the all of your application that are displayed in your computers, that are desktop apps. Now another is how app work. Okay, let's take example of WhatsApp. If you open WhatsApp and type select contact and type message and send message, then app follow the instruction that you program, that the developer program and send message. Okay, basically user interactions and the code and the output, these are the things that uh, happen when you using the app. So we use we go more we go more depth in later. For now you have to understand that app is a digital tool that helps to do specific tasks. Then how it's work, in we will discuss it in detail in our uh, upcoming videos. And I think in these videos also we discuss some of them. Okay, now moving on to the next topic is that front end versus back end. Okay, every app has a front end and a back end. The phrase which you see in uh, which you see is a front end, and the uh, process or things that you don't see is a back end or behind the scene. Okay, when you open the app you can see the different UI, user interface, and different icon colors. These are the front end. And the back end is when you send a message and click on the send button. After that the message is sending, and this is a back end where message is delivered to the targeted friend or contact. Okay, for example, you can imagine front end as a hotel restaurant interior design, like a menu, table, decor, lighting. These are the front end which you visually see. And when you view a menu and order a food, then in the back end is like a kitchen or the safe where chef are working and making dishes, like storage, different food, oven, save, cooking. These are the backend. And when you select or this in the menu and then you order it, then the backend it start working, the kitchen start working, safe start working, and oven start working, storage foods are used, and create a beautiful dish which you order. Okay, so in app button, color, screen, these are the front end. And in backend, server, database, user data are the uh, backend. Okay, for example, we take a example of Instagram. Then in front end, photos like button, stories you see are front end. And in backend, store all the photos, find your friends post, send a notification. These are the backend system. Okay, now moving on to the next part is our client server architecture. Client is your phone. Okay, if you are using laptop, then laptop is a client, laptop browser is a client, or and the server is the powerful computer that is stored somewhere else where all the data is stored, uh, and it will provide the data as the request. as you request. So client request from the data and server will provide the data. This is a client server architecture. For example, if you open YouTube and search for cat videos, then the client send the data or request the data for client cat videos, but uh, server have already cat videos. So client request and server will deliver the cat videos to the client browser. Okay, basically is what is happening in that process, that it request goes to the server like Amazon or Google's computer, and server find the cat videos in database and server send the videos back to you in your device or browser, and then you can watch the video. In a real life scenario, what is happening is that if you want to order a pizza, and then client request pizza to the waiter, and kitchen make the pizza, which is a server processing. Kitchen is a server processing which make the pizza, and delivery person bring the pizza. Server respond, which is a server respond, is a pizza to you, deliver pizza to you, which is the client. So you eat pizza. So the key API action is a code applications that you create, read, update, and delete. Now another one is REST API. Okay, API is an application programming interface. Think it's like a waiter between kitchens and you. As I already told you, the when you request for something, then the person or the request is delivered through API, application programming interface. So REST API is a standard way for apps to talk to server. Is a standard way for app to talk with server. Okay, please wait. I have to charge my laptop. All right, let's continue. For example, your API get your profile. Um, okay, when you open your profile, then the API will get your profile from the server. The man who bring your data from server to your client is an API, and REST API is a standard way for app to talk to server. Okay, and as we already discussed that the key API actions are called create, read, uh, update, and delete. Okay, API can create action. API can do actions like creating users, for example, read the user data, update the data, delete the data. These are the code operation. Another topic is JSON structure. So JSON is a JavaScript object notation. It is a way to organize data that both human and computer can easily understand. Okay, as you already see here, the JSON code is a data structure where which use small space or storage, but provide and also provide the easy understanding for both human, like user is a user and username is John, and age is 25, hobbies is reading and gaming, is student, yes, true. Then and it is also easy for computer to understand this file. So it's very important because it use a lot of time while we are doing in the future coding. So our Why JSON? Okay, so it's easy to read, standard format for API, and all programming languages understand it. As we already see here, it is easy to read and have a standard format APIs. So it's a standard format, so which is also uh, good to understand, and all programming languages are used. Okay, wait a minute, I have a call. All right, welcome back. Uh, we are in a JSON file. Okay, we are learning our JSON file, uh, and why JSON file is important. We have already discussed that, and another one is we have our these are the basic instructions and about our about applications and programming language which are used in which are the important thing you must know about. Now moving on to the next part is setup tool setups. So gear up, your essential developer toolkits are coming on the way. Basically we are using three types of tool. One is code editor, Flutter SDK, and device emulators. So in code editors, you can write code. And for building application, use Flutter SDK, and where the you can see output is the emulator or device. Okay, what is Flutter SDK? For installing Flutter SDK, um, we have to use, what is it? It's a Google tool for making app for both iPhone and Android with one code. Okay, uh, as you know that there are basically two types of devices. One is Android devices and another iOS devices, and we have to write code for each device or each platform. So the code for Android is not work for iOS, and the code for iOS is not work for the Android. So Flutter is provide a platform where you can write code once and which is work absolutely phenomenal in both platform. So it is developed by Google, and you can install it by visiting dev and click here get start, and download it. Click here and start download. And I think it's up to, you can also follow the instruction here. And also after you clicking here window, or if you have a Mac then click on Mac, if you have Linux then click on Linux. Okay, sorry for the disturbance. Okay, we are discussing about the Flutter SDK2 and how to install this. Okay, so okay, what the hell is happening here? What the hell is happening here? My PC getting lag, I think. Right. And after clicking on the window, it is start downloading, and you also have to download VS Code. Click here, download for window, or if you have other platform then click on other platform and download. If you're using Linux or Mac, click here. All right, I have already downloaded, so It's very easy. Just click on next, 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 then you will get easily. All right. Now another thing is Android Studio and PS Code. Okay. Now for code editor, you have to two options. Option A is Android Studio, and option B is PS Code. But uh, I recommend Android Studio if you have a better PC and you are a beginner, then it's best for you. And if you have a lightweight PC or lightweight powerful full PC around i5, then you are good to go with a PS Code also. So in this video I'm going to use PS Code. So okay, you all also download the PS Code, which steps I have already mentioned you. But if you want to download Android Studio, then search for Android Studio, and then you can see here Android developer website, and you can download it and install it. Very easy steps. I don't think so you need a tutorial for that. Just click on next, 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 and if you trouble, then let me know. I will make a complete dedicated video to install Android Studio. Okay, now you have two options to see your output. One is the emulator, which is connected with your laptop. Connect your phone with your laptop and then see the output in your actual real using devices. Then this is a real phone. And another is virtual phone, which we will install it in VS Code or Android Studio, and you can get a virtual mobile phone in your laptop or desktop. So for that we will go through in depth in our coding section. Just for now I want to skip this. Okay, now final check run doctor. So the doctor is a Flutter command uh, that check everything is installed correctly or not. So we will also discuss this in our actual programming session classes. Okay, uh, after done all of the things that I already told you, then you will not face any error. So I have already installed all the things: VS Code and Emulator, Flutter SDK, everything I have already installed that. So I'm good to check, like I Flutter doctor and then press enter, then you will see I think my PC getting lag. Okay, please wait. My PC getting lag. After checking the Flutter, we are planning to. I think we have to discuss about the common beginner mistakes and the solution of that mistakes, and then learning sources also. But I think okay, some of the learning resources and pro tips for absolute beginners, and then we will end our session. All right. Okay. The output is here. Uh, Here you can see Flutter channel have all the things except Visual Studio, the community of this studio institute component. Okay, because of that I have Android Studio also, so the VS Code shows error, but in your device, I think it's not shown this type of error. Now I have a three devices like Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Window version. So if you connect your phone and go to the debugging developer, then you will see the USB section. Just check that, and you can connect your phone in these devices, and you will see here your device in here, and you can see the output. We will do practically in our next video. Now we're moving on to the next part, uh, where we can discuss the common mistakes for the beginner. Okay, another important thing is that uh, to create our project, we will discuss this later, but just remember the command flutter create and the project name, flutter run to run your project. Flutter command not found. Okay, these are the mistake you will see while doing this solution. If you see that type of mistake or error, then just restart the computer after installation. And if you if your emulator too slow, if your virtual emulator is too slow, then enable btx in BIOS, uh, which give more RAM. So we will do it in our practical session. Another is license not accepted. So run flutter doctor and dash dash android dash license, and then press y, then you will solve license not accepted problem. Phone not detect, install phone driver, try different USB cable, then you I think solve your problem. So the learning resources, you can learn Flutter in flutter.dev/docs, where you can find the documents of Flutter in the official page, and I will also teach the Flutter in upcoming video. And for more connection or more learning, use Reddit, Discord server, Stackflow, and connected with them, ask them question, upload their problems. Then there are a lot of community. Flutter have a big community. You will definitely get the answer there. And another is practice site. Okay, this is very important. We have to discuss it. If you have a problem with installations and want to practice Flutter with your phone or without installing anything, then you can just type .pad, where you can learn Dart programming language. Here you will not able to fully run app using it, but you can learn Dart programming language, and which is a very important part of the Flutter. So you can write your code here and click on the run section, then it will show the output. Where is the output? Yes, hello in 10 times repeated. This is the loop, and then we will discuss it later. And there is code lab tutorials also. It's also developed by the Google. Where you can get the information. First with checklist, we don't need that. Alright, this much for this video, and in our next video we will discuss, we will actually do coding there and learn the basic concept of Flutter or Dart programming language. And using code, we only study the importance and required theory session. Most of the time we are doing code and real life example and actual coding. So in our next video we will dive into the Dart language, and I will teach you from the scratch to the professional advanced level. So stay connected with me, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the Sync Learner. Yeah, this is my starting phase, so you will feel some boring or a lot of technical issues and communication issues also. I think I'm practicing day by day, and I don't have any teaching experience. This is my first time doing this, so hope in future video I will improve my skill and provide you better content, more attractive, more professional, and more advanced. So see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye, have a great day.